Hey everybody, it's the multi-mom Candace Craft, and today I'm going to be working on Tristity's costume. So this video is going to be about who she is for Halloween and the costumes that we're going to have and how I make them. Because past few years I've been making our costumes. Alright, so if you don't follow us on Twitter and you don't know what the character is going to be by these colors, Tristity is going to be Chara from Undertale, and I'm going to be Sans. Now, Tristity wanted a shirt that's bigger than her size. She's a large, so I got her an extra large so it'd be a little baggy, like on the character. And as you can see here, it's a long sleeve shirt, and I marked off the center portion with tape because this part is going to have to be a yellow stripe. I previously had her try on the shirt, so I knew where to make the stripe, and I just kind of marked it off with duct tape. So for the shirts, I got long sleeve green for the main portion, and the exact same size in gold for, well, it's like yellow, but it's called gold. This is emerald green. This is going to be the center of Chara's shirt. This shirt has short sleeves because it doesn't matter about sleeves. I'm going to be just cutting it in half, basically. Cutting a strip out of the middle. And the plan is to lay these shirts identically on top of each other. So they're going to need to be perfectly lined up. And then I'm going to mark out the exact lines of where I need to cut. And then we'll just remove this piece, use the yellow piece, sew it all together, and then have one complete shirt. Alright, so I marked out with clear tape where I'm going to need to cut. The only problem I can see is where she wanted the stripe at the top. It connects to the sleeve, and the sleeves are not to be colored with yellow. It's supposed to be pure green sleeves, yellow stripe in the middle. So, I'm just going to have to cut around the sleeve part. Then it's going to be under her armpit anyway, so it's not really going to be seen too much. It should be fine. Alright, the thing with crafting is you learn through experience, so I did notice when matching up the shirts, the armpit areas don't quite match up. This one starts down here because it's a Hanes shirt, and this one starts up here because it's a Gildan shirt. Oh, voice crack. It's a Gildan shirt and a Hanes shirt, so they're two different makes, which means they're not exactly going to match up. Plus, you know, one's long sleeve, short sleeve, so of course they're going to be made different. So, when I bring them together, the shirts aren't going to match up completely. I'm going to have to pull the green shirt down further, so it's further down on the yellow shirt, just to get that solid stripe that I need. Alright, so we're mostly going to use the bottom of the yellow shirt, and I got the sides matching as perfect as I can get them, with most of the wrinkles sorted out. I'm gonna have to fix that one, but I got it as smooth can be. And now to start cutting along the bottom line. Ugh, it's been severed right down the middle. And it's mostly clean cut. Got a little bit of jaggedness right there, but it'll be fine once I sew it all together. Which I'm gonna have to hand sew because I don't have a machine and I don't know how to use a machine yet. But, you know, it'd be nice to learn someday. But I don't really do costumes that often, so. Now for the top part, I'm going to have to cut. Okay, this middle part's not going to matter, so I'm going to cut the inner part of the sleeve line and then go straight across and do the same thing with that side. And then for the yellow, I'll have to go underneath, cut straight here on the yellow part, and then cut straight across with the matching line. As for the bottom section, I only need the green part, and the yellow you can do with whatever you want. I'll probably save it for my scrap material if I ever need it for anything. Who knows? Don't really matter for this video. Alright, so like here, as you can see, I cut up through, you know, here's the sleeve line still attached. And the yellow has not been cut yet, but I'm just going to cut straight across, keep on going, and repeat the thing on the other side. Alright, the shirt has been severed once again, so I don't need this middle green part. What I need is the yellow stripe, which came out looking rather nice. And then I need the top sleeve portion of the green shirt. It got a little messy. I did happen to cut into the back part of the sleeve, but it's okay, I can just stitch it up when I put the whole thing together. So I'm going to take this off. We don't need the top yellow. And now to begin sewing. I'm definitely not a professional, so don't judge me that my thread's not going to match the Halloween costume, because a professional would use, you know, thread that matches. But this is just a quick throw together costume. I thought you guys just might want to see how it was made. But these are the colors I have. None of them are green or yellow, so I'm just going to pick probably gray. Probably start with gray to get the green and yellow together. Anyway, what we're going to do is take either the top or the bottom, turn it inside out, turn the yellow piece inside out, stick them together, and sew. It's pretty easy. I'm going to start with the bottom section first by removing the tape that I had. Once it's turned inside out, take the top one here, and then the top one here, and we're going to put them together, start at a corner, and then just start stitching them flat together like that. You know, these also would have been really great colors to do Rogue from X-Men. You know, like old school Rogue before the movies. Alright, so it's going to be like this. Here's this side, and the yellow side. And if I flip it the other way, it's going to be stitched together like this, which is not the prettiest, but it's what I got. And there we go. I got the bottom half all sewn together, so let's turn it back right side in and see what it looks like. Alright, there's the bottom half. It doesn't look too bad. Once you get up close, it's fine. I put tape to make sure I marked where the front of the shirt's going to be. And I'm going to do the same thing for the top, and that should be it. Alright, so there it is. Not gonna lie, sleeves were a little tricky. Messed up on this one, that's okay. Can't expect much for 10-year-old's amateur costume. Here's the back side. Got a little messy here too, but it's gonna be so baggy on her anyway. So it'll be fine. It's perfect. Now I'm just gonna try it on her. And there we go. So we just got to get your wig and then cut it to like there. Make your cheeks pink. And then do my costume for Sans.
It's like a glove.
Yeah, you like it? Yeah, I told you guys it was baggy. So, I'm glad you like it.
I love it. I like these floppy sleeves.
Your hair is crazy.
Yeah, that's because I woke up a few hours ago.
He never brushes your hair when he comes to pick me up. Alright, so now I got a new project to add to this list. When I got this mask, it came a little crushed, so there's a little indentation mark where I popped it back into place. But it was supposed to be for my Sans mask, and I thought it was all white with just holes cut out for the eyes, but as you can see, there's actually a mesh over the eye holes to help darken them a little bit, and there's black around the edges. Now, if you know Sans, he's an all-white guy. Get it? Because he's a skeleton. But you know, Sans is known for his puns, so there's a pun for you. So what I'm gonna have to do is take my spray, my white spray in satin, so that way it dries like kind of like this, where it's not really shiny, not really too matte. Just like I did for the marionette mask that I didn't make a video on, but I should have. But anyway. And speaking of, here's the marionette mask I had to make last year. It's all mangled and beat up since then, but hey, Tricity got her use out of it. We're going to take this satin Rust-Oleum spray because it bonds to plastic, and we're going to spray around the edges. I don't think I need to spray around like on the face or around the eyes. I'm going to try to avoid the eyes so I don't have to cover up these meshes with anything. So I'm hoping to avoid getting that covered, and I'm just going to do the edges, cover it white, just like I just said, so you know. I've got a plain simple cardboard box here to capture the spray because I'm in the basement and I don't want to take it outside where it's going to get wet or blown away, because there's no protection from the outside elements while it's drying, so that's why I'm in the basement here. Alright, so I did cover the eye holes with some plastic and tape, and I took off the string. So now I'm going to be careful not to spray on the inside, but I'm going to spray the edges, just like I said I would. And it's a good thing I did. It should only take one coat. Hopefully the black doesn't bleed through the white or show through when it dries, you know, like fade through or whatever. And I'm going to let it sit overnight. We're going to check on it tomorrow and then start the next process of fixing up the mask. Alright, so here I have my mask, and you can see it's pretty well covered. No more dark edges. I did have a little problem with the spray paint getting, like, spitting out in chunks. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. We're going to be in the dark anyway. So next, I want to look at the picture of Sans, of his face, and I'm going to draw the smile, the nostrils, and make the eye holes a little bit bigger. Meanwhile, we're going to keep this mesh on here. The mesh was protected, see? And then when we're finished, we're going to do the blue eyeball. Alright, so I drew out with pencil where I want the face to be on the mask. Now I'm going to take a permanent Sharpie, and you know, in black obviously, and then just go over it and fill in the nose and the eye holes. I asked Tricity's opinion what she thought. She said it looks excellent, so we're gonna go with this. Alright, it's colored in. Now I'm just gonna, you know, go through and erase the pencil marks. I don't know if you can see them. And reattach the string, and my mask is almost ready to go. Alright, so one of the last steps in making this costume was to get this sort of cyan colored. It's actually really beautiful, like a peacock blue, cyan blue. I don't know what to call it. I'll have to find the name. But I got this hoodie to make the hoodie for Sans, and if you look at his costume, he's actually got like a light gray fur around the hood, and I don't have that. I couldn't find a light gray fur in my area, and I wasn't going to order it. I just paid $1 for this. It's a white microfiber cloth, which is furry enough, and it's going to be dark outside anyway, so no one's going to know the difference from light gray to white. So we're going to put this on the hood, sew it on, cut it, shape it, whatever, and make it look like the fur on the hoodie for Sans. So here's my hoodie, and it's got, you know, same colored strings, silver zipper, no white fur, but we're going to try to change that. Where the seam is on the outside, we're going to try to connect the fur to here and kind of bring it out more fluffy and connect it to the seam on the inside. Obviously, we're going to start out smaller on the inside parts here where the zippers meet, and it's going to get wider as we get to the back or like the top of the hoodie. And then I don't want to make it too permanent though, because when it's all done, I do want to remove the white fur and actually try to use the hoodie when I'm finished. Of course, we're going to have to leave the spots for the strings, so we're actually going to start like closer to right here, right above them. And as you can see, if I were to actually just wrap this towel around the hood like so, it actually comes exactly where I need it to be, so I'm probably not going to have to use as much of the microfiber towel as I think I'm going to have to. Okay, so here it is. There's the hood, and here's the fur. So instead of cutting it, I wanted to be able to use the towel again when I'm done, you know, because I wanted to use the hoodie and take it apart. So I want to use the towel again too. It's so soft. So I rolled it up like a crescent roll and, you know, just attached it where you couldn't really see the seams or, you know, like the edges of the towel. Anyway, it works. It plays its part. That's what it looks like. Oh my gosh. This is cracking me up.